Welcome back to my Keep Up channel. Alice Evans and Ioan Gruffudd's daughter Ella, 13, accuses his girlfriend Bianca Wallace of slamming a door on her head after food fight in ugly domestic during first ever meeting as she files for restraining order citing fear of abuse. The 13-year-old daughter of actor Ioan Gruffudd has sensationally accused his girlfriend Bianca Wallace of abuse, alleging that the 29-year-old Australian actress slammed a door on her head and left her with bruises as she tried to flee their home following a furious argument. Ella Evans, whose mother is Ioan's ex-wife Alice Evans, made the explosive claims about her 49-year-old father and his new partner while filing for a restraining order against them both in a Los Angeles court earlier this month. In the May 31st filing, which has been obtained exclusively by DailyMail.com, the teen requests a restraining order against Bianca for 5 years for both herself and her 9-year-old sister Elsie, stating that she is afraid that she will abuse and/or continue to allow abuse to happen to my sister too. The restraining order request includes a declaration submitted as evidence to support Ella's case, in which she recounts an incident that she says took place at her father's apartment on May 26, when she met Bianca for the first time. She claims that the altercation began as an argument over Bianca's presence at the property, during which the teen admits she started hurling food at Ioan. Ella, whose parents are currently embroiled in a dramatic custody battle over her and her sister Elsie, then alleges that she tried to flee the property and that Bianca slammed the door on her head as she attempted to leave. On Friday, May 26, 2023, I was at the West Hollywood police station, which is where my parents make custody exchanges, Ella states. My father picked me up, and he eventually drove me and my sister to his apartment for our overnight stay. I saw that my dad's girlfriend, the respondent, was at the apartment. I had known of the respondent, but I had never met her before. I was so mad at my dad because this was an overnight visit, and I had told him in the past that I didn't want to meet his girlfriend who was now his live-in girlfriend. Ella goes on to claim that she was so upset with her father that she threw milk on his bed, poured mustard on the floor, and threw raw oatmeal on him. In response, she says her father and Bianca called her manipulative, abusive, and narcissistic. After the stand-up row, Ella decided she couldn't be in that apartment anymore and attempted to leave, claiming that Bianca tried to block her by raising her arms. I was able to make my way around her, and I opened the door, the document continues. I was able to walk halfway out the door, but while I was still in the doorframe, the respondent slammed the door on me, causing the door to hit me on the head as well as my arm. My arm got bruised, and I had small bump on my head. The filing includes images of bruises on Ella's arm and hand, which she says she sustained during the altercation. According to Ella, she was able to make her way out of the apartment and she says she tried to run down the stairs while her father chased after her. My dad caught up with me and he was trying to stop me from leaving, and trying to grab me, and I kept dodging him. I kept screaming, "Don't touch me! Don't touch me," she recounts. I was able to get away, and I ran outside with my sister, 9-year-old Elsie. Ella says that Ioan ran after his daughters and eventually caught up to them, alleging that she yelled at him, "Your girlfriend slammed a door on me," to which he responded, "No she didn't, no she didn't, stop lying." The teenager states that she phoned her nanny, Gloria Flores, who made arrangements for the father of one of Elsie's friends, a man named Dennis Hawk, to pick them up. My dad and Dennis agreed that Dennis would drive me and my sister to my mother's house, and my father would follow behind, she continues. The following day, she says that her mother, Alice, saw the bruise on her arm and made the decision to call the Beverly Hills police, who referred them to the precinct in West Hollywood, where the alleged incident occurred. Ella is requesting that the court grant her a 5-year restraining order against Bianca, which would prevent the actress from going within 100 yards of the teen, her sister, their home, their schools, and their vehicle. She is also asking that the court orders Bianca to pay her lawyer's fees. The temporary restraining order has not yet been granted and will be put before a court on June 23. Ella's account of the shocking incident marks the latest dramatic development in a bitter domestic drama that began in 2021, when Ioan walked out on his then-wife Alice after a 14-year marriage. Ioan, the British star of the Fantastic Four, and Alice, who is best known for her appearance in 102 Dalmatians, have been fighting a bitter divorce battle ever since. The actor has already obtained a restraining order against his estranged wife, which prevents her from mentioning him on social media for 3 years. Both Ioan and Alice are seeking custody of their daughters, and both claim that they have no money. Last month, the former couple's $2 million marital home in Los Angeles was sold at Ioan's request after he said he no longer had the funds to pay for it, forcing Alice and their 2 daughters to move into a rental property in LA. Ioan met aspiring actress Bianca in Australia while he was shooting the series Harrow, and she recently moved into his Los Angeles apartment. He and Alice announced publicly that their marriage had ended in January 2021, and he went public with his new romance with Bianca in October of that year. Ioan filed for joint custody of his 2 daughters last July after Alice filed for sole custody amid their tumultuous divorce battle. As well as requesting visitation rights, he claimed in his custody filing that Alice had been purposely trying to cut communication between him and his children. He also petitioned for the girls to attend in-person therapy and reunification therapy via Zoom with him pending court-ordered mediation about custody. Ioan accused Alice of verbally abusing him during their marriage, and of repeatedly undermining him in front of the girls. Alice made fun of my appearance often, making hair loss comments and telling me I had sac-vagina eyes, court papers read. He went on to claim that Alice has inflicted serious emotional harm on Ella and Elsie by her statements and by interfering in my relationship with them. In March this year, charges that Alice had violated her restricting order were dropped. Source: dailymail.co.uk. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching.